Hi friends, so welcome to our channel Knowledge Revolution. So in the last video we discussed about the how to read the research article, right? So in this session we will discuss about the research output types and what is the differences between those research outputs. So it is a very important session. So try to understand, and if you have any queries you can comment on comment box. So if you like the content, share to your friends, hit the like button. So first of all we will discuss the patent, conference paper, journal and transaction paper. So we will discuss one by one, so without further delay. So first point we will discuss what is a patent, right? So patent is a novel innovation. So that means that you are reading some paper or reading about any particular idea, or you are reading some journal or some invention, you are performing some experimentation, something you found, then you got some novel idea to design any product, right? So any industrial application, something like that. For example, you are trying to design a one electronic device, let it be assumed. Take best example, smartwatch, right? So in a smartwatch everyone using charging with wireless, without wireless, something like that, right? But after using your smartwatch, after reading about smartwatch, you got an idea without wireless and with wire. These are the charging ways to charge the smartphone, right? For example, you find some another way, which is solar panel, for example, but till now no one is invented such a kind of invention. So in that case you can file a patent about your idea. This is a novel idea, novel innovation. So you can file a patent in a patent office. So this is about patent. So legally it will provide the legal protection for your novel idea. For example, this idea got someone else after few days, they may file a patent. So that means that they have legal authority to about that novel idea. If you have got idea, if you are not filing a patent, then it is not a novel idea. Not novel idea, but you don't have any legal authorization about that patent. So it will be legal protection will be there. So it will be like 20 years. So it will be reviewed by the patent examiners. That means that whether it is a novel or not, something like that. So if you want to develop any product, commercialization or technology transfer, so in that case the patent is the best to shoot for you. Simple, very simple. What is a patent? Patent is a novel invention or process. If you want any idea to be commercialized, then you go for patent. So this is the brief introduction about patent. So next, conference paper. So what is a conference paper? Conference paper is presented at academic or industry conferences. So what is the beauty of conference paper? It is a rapid dissemination about research. That means that you will get a quick idea about current research, what type of research is going on, right? What type of research is still it is continuing. You will get some idea about current research in a conference paper. So it will be shorter or less detailed. That means that in a conference paper you will not found the detailed way, you will found the very narrow way of presentation. So usually it will be peer-reviewed but faster reviewed cycle. What is review here? Review means if you write any conference paper, there will be reviewer. They will review your work, how it is going on, whether it is you are doing research properly or not. This is for good networking and feedback system. So that means that if you started early career research, you written one paper, not in detailed way, you have ideas, some you are implemented. So if you send that paper to the reviewers, so they will give about review of the paper, so that based on their feedback you may extend your research, or you may change the slight modification about your review paper. So next one is journal paper. So in a journal paper, so it will be mature research work as compared to the conference paper, right? So it will be a thorough review process will be there. That means that as compared to the journal paper, it will be review process will be tough, and it will include the extensive experimental analysis. That means that whereas we will discuss in the conference paper, it will be short and brief discussions will be available, whereas the journal paper, it will give the experimental extensive research analysis will be available. So it is having higher academic credibility, whereas it is used for academic evaluation. So you have to understand the major differences between the conference paper and journal paper at the last. So next one is a transaction paper. So transaction paper means it will be published in the society journals like IEEE transaction, ACM transaction, like that. So it is a very high quality research in a original contribution way. So it is a very high quality will be there as compared to the journal paper, and rigorous and lengthy review process will be there. Earlier we discussed the review process will be extensive review process. Here it is a rigorous and lengthy review process. That means that those who are reviewer, they are very we can say they are very what we can say expertise in their domain. So there will be rigorous review process. That means that their review process will be very tough to get paper get accepted. For write the transaction paper, you require strong and theoretical experimental depth. Depth is required, not depth. Depth is required. High impact, and it is a very precise. It is a prestige issue to publish one conference transaction paper. Transaction paper may take years of time also due to these conditions, right? Next one is, so now we discuss the what is a patent, what is a journal paper, what is a transaction paper, right? So when to choose the patent, when to choose conference, when to choose journal, when to choose the transaction paper, right? So you got any innovation or any idea to commercialize, so in that case you may go for patent, right? Next one, conference. When to choose the conference? At an early stage of ongoing research. That means that if you are starting research or if research is in starting stage, so you may go for conference paper submission. Journal paper, so completed and validated research. That means that you already know research is completed and you got validation from your results with existing models. So then you may go for the journal paper. So next one is a transaction paper, breakthrough highly impactful research, right? So it means that if you have very novel idea which is a breakthrough and it will feel that you are very impactful, then you may go for this kind of transaction paper, right? So impact preservatives, impact perspective. Patent is a industry or commercialization purpose we use, whereas conference is a conference visibility and collaboration. If you want to collaborate with other people, you want to know what discussion about other peers, so you may go for conference paper. Whereas a journal paper, academic recognition. If you want any academic recognition, or it is a kind of thing, it will you will have much more impact on journal paper. Transaction is a global research leadership. It is not a academic. It is a global leader research. You can understand the terminology. So next one is a comparison of research outcomes. So first one is a patent, conference, journal and transaction. So here it is a, I want to discuss about what is the exact differences between the patent, conference and journal paper, transaction paper, right? So mostly patent means simple, there is no implementation is required, you no need to prove, but it is a legal authority for your novel idea, right? That is a, you can protect your idea in a patent form, that is a patent. Whereas a conference paper, it is a brief discussion or brief details for research, right? So journal paper is a published mature work. That means a simple, I will tell you, everyone using smartphone, right? So before coming smartphone, if anyone having smartphone design prototype, that means that there is a one design like square shape, like folding shape, or colors, touch phone, dimensions, like this. It is in a abstract way, it is not at all implemented, but it is abstract way, that is a patent. Conference means somehow you shown the implementation of smartphone, like display will be like this, touch pan will be like this, but not in a complete way, it is a brief view. Journal paper means where the smartphone is applicable, like it means taking a photos and playing the games, installing application. These are you shown the implementation of those things in a smartphone, and your results also validated with existing smartphones or else existing phones. In that case, you have to prove that existing equipment is not good enough to show the good enough to perform such a kind of limitations. So that is a journal paper. Whereas a transaction paper is a high impactful research. That means that completely you are developing a new smartphone, which is no way is currently existed. So that kind of thing is a transaction paper. So regarding the review process, patent examiner will be there, whereas conference paper peer review, whereas journal paper little strict, and the transaction very rigorous. Try to understand the word terminology here. Peer review, strict peer review and very rigorous review. That means that depends on the review process, the quality will improve. So length of the patent, technical and legal, whereas a conference paper it is a short, whereas a journal paper is a medium long term and long and detailed. Impact is a, when you want to put any product is a commercialization, you can go for the patent. Whereas a conference paper, you want to improve the academics or networking, you want to improve the network and academics, then you can get, in that case you may go for the conference paper, whereas journal paper is academic, and whereas a transaction paper is a global level prestige. So these are the major differences between the patent, conference paper and journal paper, transaction paper. So next videos we will discuss the how to write the research paper and many more, and coming videos we will discuss the what are the tools which are used for research. So many more we are discussing in the upcoming videos. Stay connected with me. If you like the content, please like the video, share to your communities. Thank you for watching.